Hey guys. Oh my god. Hmm. Okay. Hey guys. Someone has just joined me live. Ah, God. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah, 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 yeah. Hmm.
If
I'm
you are
so
excited, please
excited.
say hi.
Oh my god. Hi girl.
Hi, hi.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you feeling? How is
I'm
emotion?
excited. I'm
Is
very,
it
very
right?
excited. Okay, I'm
For
trying
you?
to send some messages so that people can, begin to join us. So we still have 4 minutes until the live session starts. So let me
Okay.
be doing that while we wait.
Okay. Gideon Ekana, you are welcome.
Yeah, thank
Thank you
you.
for
Thank you.
joining. Thank you so much for joining.
Ah, Mama, I can see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Sarah, are you still there? Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you all so much. I can see the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all. Okay, just 1 minute more. Um, and we start. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. 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 All right. Guys, we're about to start. It's 12 o'clock already. So, yeah.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Please, I need this place to be very, very loud. I need to be shaking. Let me see all the emojis, all your likes, the drum rolls. Please. React. Thank you. Invite your friends. Tell them we are live.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I believe all of us are here for Jubilee, so we have to. And you know, Jubilee is not that quiet person all the time. You just have to give her the energy and the vibes. Please, we need to shake body, dance in the comment section. Thank you. If you're active, yes. Let me see those likes. Let me see the drum rolls. Everything. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gideon. I see you. Mama Grace, I see you. Thank you for joining. Please tell your friends we are live. Thank you. If you're excited to be here, please let me see your emojis. Thank you. I want to see you all. So, everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on the time zone you are watching us from. I'm Godfrey Sarah If Nayachuku. I'm Jubilee's friend, her girl. And I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to join her on this journey as we are launching this book, The Lump in Her Truth. It's been a long time coming and I'm so excited for her. Like, you can't even, I'm just trying to be calm right now, but I am so excited. Please, I want to see that excitement from each and every one of you. Tell your friends, share the link, tell everybody we are live. We are live and waiting for you all to come partake of this oven fresh book that's been baked by Jubilee. Thank you all. So without wasting much time, I know you guys, everybody has been hearing of the lump in her throat from Jubilee and how it's been a long time coming. She's been writing this book for 9 years and counting now. It will be 10 years, 10 years next year, yes. And for a book to take this long, it's not that um she doesn't know what to write, but the kind of commitment my girl puts into writing this book. Mr. Musa Abba, you are welcome. You're welcome, sir. The kind of commitment and passion my girl poured into this book uh, is something that is worth emulating and worth supporting too. And given the fact that mental health is not really a topic that's really spoken about people among people, and given the fact that some people do take it for granted, it's encouraging seeing a young person like Jubilee taking up this role of trying to educate people what mental health really is, and bringing it down as simple as you know our daily activities, how our lives can be impacted by these struggles that we go through, is something that we all need to you know learn from, educate ourselves, unlearn and relearn the message she's trying to impart to us on. You get? So I'm so excited to be here, and I believe that you are not the only person that will benefit from this. So I want you to invite your friends. I want you to tag as much people as you can to come in and listen to us talk about this book, what you will expect, the experience we are hoping you will get from this book. Please, thank you so much. Continue liking and commenting. Thank you. So we have lots of people that will, okay, we have about 4 people that will come speak to us about the lump in our truth. And the first on our list is the typist, Mr. Musa Abba. Mr. Musa Abba was the first person to handle the manuscripts of the lump in our truth. He was the first typist when Jubilee didn't have a laptop. As far back as 2016, he and his wife stepped in to take up this role, and it was very instrumental to kickstart this book. We are so grateful for this help, sir. Mr. Musa, you are welcome. You are welcome, sir.
Okay. Um.
Can you just
Yeah. So let me come in a little. So if you can hear me, Mr. Musa, please ask for a request to join. Request to join so I can accept you. All right. Okay, I'm adding him. He should join us
okay?
anytime from now. Don't know. It seems he's having a bit of a network challenge.
Network issue, network connection. Okay. Is there any other speaker that is available while we work on Mr. Musa's? Wait for Mr. Musa to connect.
Mm, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me see if I can get the other person.
Okay. Okay. Please let me continue seeing your emojis. Oh, this place is so dry and I don't like it. I don't like it. Please. Share the link to your WhatsApp status, to your Facebook story, anywhere. Please come support our girl. This is a very, very huge milestone for her. And we can't keep quiet this way. Thank you, thank you. Keep on inviting people. Invite your friends to come watch us, to come hear what our girl has to say about the lump in her throat. Thank you.
I still am unable to add Mr. Musa. I really don't know what's going. Okay, so
Okay,
let me.
is Mr. Emmanuel available?
Yes, he is.
Any other person
Mr. Emmanuel
that
is
is
available.
available?
Okay.
Or maybe it's the sun that is really affecting this because I don't understand how hot it is. Okay, sir. Have you requested to join? If you have requested to join, I think that shouldn't be an issue. Mr. Musa, can you hear me?
I'm sure we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. I think it's maybe network or something. Can you all hear me? Because I can't, this place is so dry. Okay,
Yes,
thank
I
you.
can hear
Thank you.
you.
Can you see me too? Can you see me too?
Someone is about to join. Don't worry, he'll join us shortly.
Okay, okay, okay,
Okay.
okay, okay.
Okay.
Mr. Musa, I don't know. Okay, Mr. Musa can see both of us. He can also hear us, but can't join. I think.
Mr. Musa, if you can hear me, I have sent you invitations to join. You would have to check your device. Look down so that you can accept it, or you check your notifications. But I've sent you an invite to join.
I think notification is going to appear there because that's where I saw mine too.
Okay, so Mr. Emmanuel is coming on.
Davison, Ada, you are welcome. Alpha Ande from Yola, you are welcome. Please tag your friends, tell them to come. We are live here to support Jubilee for the launch of the lump in her throat. Thank you so much for joining. Let me see your fire emojis. Please
Okay.
don't come and be quiet. Oh, we are not quiet here.
Okay.
Hello, Shadrach. You are welcome. Thank you for joining. Please let me see your reactions. Let me see those drum rolls. Drop your comments. How excited are you to be here? On a scale of 1 to 10, is it 10? Is it 5? Is it 0? Please, nobody should put 0. It was 10 or 11. Please. Okay, Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel,
Hello.
can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Emmanuel. You are welcome.
Thank you very much. I can hear you loud and clear.
Boy, can you see me?
Nope, I can't.
You
Wow.
cannot see me.
No, I can't. I can't see anyone.
Me
Wow.
too. I can't see any. I can't see you too.
I
That's why I'm
can see you
asking.
both. I can see all of you. It may be a network
Yeah.
challenge. Don't
No,
worry.
I don't
Yes.
think it's a network. Oh. I
Eh.
think maybe this is how Facebook are. Yes, I can see myself, but I can't. I can see the chats, the comments
I,
coming in, but I can't see anyone else. I
I
can only
can't
see
see anybody.
myself.
Okay. Danny David, I see you. Yes, 10 over 10. Mr. Emmanuel, how are you feeling today? Are you excited? Are you happy? Or are you
Yes, I
just
am.
you are excited like I am, right?
Sure, sure, definitely I am.
Sure. Jubilee is here because of people like you, and we are so happy for the help you render to her. So everybody, Mr.
Thank
Emmanuel
you.
Olatunji, thank you, you're welcome, sir. Mr. Emmanuel Olatunji is the publisher of The Lump in Her Throat, the publisher of the big book, the oven baked book we are here to unveil. Yes. So, Mr. Emmanuel, what was it about this book that said yes, we must publish this book? Was it a specific character? Was it the theme? What was it that compelled you to say we must get this book published?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. So
Yes.
personally, I strongly believe that there is at least one best-selling book in the heart of everyone. Every
Yes.
human on earth, I believe strongly that there is at least one best-selling book, which means that everyone should be an author. So
Okay.
when someone, you know, as amazing as Jubilee has spent, years on working on one book. Some people take 2 months, 1 month, In fact, personally, I've written a book in one day, right?
Are you
Now,
serious?
imagine someone, yeah, sure. Now imagine someone who spent years in working on a manuscript. I don't
Mm.
think that person, I don't think if you are someone who appreciates, something good, I don't think you wouldn't be willing, just like I was also willing to be the publisher of that book. So that's why I was very excited when she first reached out to me. I said no, it will really be a pleasure to work with you. Definitely there were so many challenges along the way, but
Yes.
from the get-go, I knew that this was not an ordinary project. From the very first, from the get-go, and
Yes.
I am saying this because that's exactly what it is. From the very
Mm.
moment, I knew what she's doing is very big, it's very huge. In fact, it's bigger
Yes.
than her. That's the real truth. It's actually bigger than, and I'm sure she knew this from the very start as well, and that's why
Yes.
she was very selective in the kind of people she reach out
People.
to, and yes,
Yes.
and the kind of publisher that would work it. So definitely, it's not a project I can say no to. It's never a project I can say no to. So that's the one of the remarkable things that stood out for me, that I said no, this is not a project that I will let it go. I know that it will come with a lot of course. I mean, if you allow Madam Jubilee to speak, I'm sure she knows. I don't want to use the word she went through hell, but she has put in a lot of work. This is
Most
not an
of
ordinary project. This yes, it's not something that I like. Whenever I have the opportunity to speak to her, I tell her she should just like birthing this project alone is
mm,
something massive. Like it
yes.
is it is an achievement on its own. Like if you do not even sell, I'm not definitely she will sell, but like you will not even make 1 naira. Like Birthing it alone is a lifetime achievement. This is a lifetime
Yes.
achievement. It can never be
Yes.
erased. This is something that our children, they will meet like, okay, our mother, our great grandmother did this at this age. So that's
Yes.
it. Yeah. I hope I've been able to answer that question.
Yes. Mr.
Thank
Emmanuel,
you.
you said something about people writing a book in, okay, you yourself, you wrote a book in 1 day. Some people
Yeah.
write a book in 2 months. Does it have an impact on the influence the book will have, or maybe on the content,
Thank you
relating to
very much.
the years Jubilee spent on this book?
Thank you so much. So yeah, let me to answer your question. I'm going to give you an analogy that will
Okay.
perfectly, answer that question. Now, if you want to construct a build, if you want to build a house, there are different kind of houses. Then we have bungalow. Even bungalow, we have 1 room, 2 room, right? Then we have flats. We have duplexes, right? Then we have, mansion. Then even we have skyscrapers, right? Good. So now, if you want to build maybe just 1 room bungalow, it won't take you
Yeah.
much time. It's
Yeah.
still a house. You call it a house, but it won't take you much time. If you want to build duplex, it will take a longer time than that of the bungalow, but you won't compare the time it will take you to. If you want to build a skyscraper, the skyscraper
Is
takes
it
years.
taking?
It takes years.
Yes.
It takes a lot of intensive, kind of capital. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of planning. In fact, it takes so many things. So that's it. So there are some books that you can't even write in a year, which I believe the likes of Jubilee's book fall into, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
there are the book I mentioned that I wrote in a day. It was a book that was supposed to be an article. Yeah, it was just an information I wanted to pass across. It was a book that I was actually sick that day, so I couldn't do anything. So I started
Oh,
writing. Writing is just my forte. So I was writing that day, and as I was writing, and I was writing, and that's something. It was supposed to be an article, but it turned out to be a book. But it
a
was
book.
not that kind of a voluminous book, right? And it was just an informational book, like just to pass out an information across. So that book now, I cannot compare it with a book such as that of this book that she has written. I cannot even put them side by side, because what she
Yeah.
has done, number one thing is that she manufactured something. This book has never existed on the surface of earth. There is no story like this. Nowhere
Yeah.
can they find what she has bettered. Nowhere in the world. She created it. She is the owner. It's a creation. So it
Yeah.
took a lot of when they touched Jesus Christ on the hem of his garment, he said virtue left him.
Yeah.
When you do something, yeah, and something left him. That's where this book fall into. So definitely, while it's not bad to write a book in 1 day, in 2 days, or even in 10 years, you just know that
Yeah.
okay, the results and the
Speaks
quality
for
of the
itself.
book will differ. Yes, it will differ. You
Yeah.
can't compare something you did in 1 day with something that
Mm.
was done in 7 years or 10 years. You can't put them side by side.
True.
So that's it.
True.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. You said something about this book being unique
Yes.
among other books. How
Absolutely.
what would you describe this? How would you describe the space this book occupies?
Thank you.
In a world full of many, many stories. How would you describe the space this book
Thank
occupies?
you so much. I must commend your your I think you're a very good interviewer. Like your question is just
Exactly.
hitting the right mark. So I must commend your professionalism. Thank you so much. You are very good at what you do. All right. So
Thank you. Thank you.
the yes, you're welcome. So the answer to that question is, if I'm to start on that, in fact, you people
Mm.
you will not be able to do your lunch because I'm not going to stop, right? But I'm just going to pick out some very key points and make that
Yes.
kind of make this book unique and it stand out. Number
Yes.
one is that, which is the first thing I observed when she reached out to me. Jubilee
Okay.
is very passionate about mental health. Like
She,
I don't want to use the word obsessed, but she
yeah.
is
But she's
passionate.
very good.
There is this divine passion that if you should have the opportunity to speak to her, I mean to speak with her, or to just go through any of our work or everything, you have no doubt about the fact that
Mm.
no, this person knows what she's talking about. She's passionate about this thing. So that's one
Yes.
thing. That's number one. So this
Yes.
book, now she didn't write it in form of, like I told you, I wrote a book. It was just an information. It was not a story at all. So it was just an
Yes.
information. Like, okay, it was a book on poverty. My research on poverty, like,
Okay.
I had to. I was very, just like Jubilee. I was also very kind of curious. Like, why is it that some people are poor, some people are wealthy?
Mm-hmm.
For instance, I was born in a poor home. I
Mm-hmm.
was born poor. Like, I was born, when I'm talking about poverty, I'm talking about abject poverty. That kind of one room apartment that if rain should it should fall, you are not going to be able to sleep in your, that kind of experience. That was where I grew up in. But that's not my reality today. That's never
Okay.
my reality. So I wanted to, so I wrote a book on that, right? But it was not the dimension at which Jubilee, that's what she did. I must comment, and this is not praising. This is the
Mm.
fact, the real fact. Because it
Reality.
takes to write fiction, to write
Mm.
a story on a sort, like on a very keen subject. No, it deserves an
Mm.
award. It deserves
Yes.
it's worth celebrating. It's not ordinary. It's not ordinary. It's
Please,
not what
please,
anybody can do.
please, she deserves
Yes,
it.
she deserves it. She deserves, serious. It's not what anyone can. You can't wake up. See, anyone can wake up today, pick up their phone and write on any subject. Anyone can do that. Anyone
Yes.
can, I can just, like, okay, that was what I did that day. I just speak, and I was, especially if you are now a writer, you can just wake up.
Yes.
Some people can vent. Writing is not restricted to anybody. Anyone can pick
Yes.
up their phone today, especially in the world of social media. You can just pick up, write. You are writing. You cannot be relegated as, okay, because no, you did not write a certain way. No, you are writing.
Yes.
But the truth is that even in writing, there is hierarchy. There are categories. So you see, when someone is not only writing on a very sensitive subject, a very keen, a very powerful, important subject in our world today, mental health, right? That's one thing.
Yeah.
But not now only doing it in, so she could have written it like, okay, in terms of a research, like, okay, this is just what I have to say, maybe my experiences and all of that. And I must tell you,
Mm.
because I'm not just a publisher. I actually grew up from writing. Like, I started as a writer, so I am one of the persons that can give sincere and honest feedback, because I've tasted all of the distance. So, but you see, to write a fiction on a very interesting and a very important subject, it takes a different level of of professionalism to be able to do that. So that's another thing that makes that book very, very unique. And a whole lot of, let me just mention one more so that I'll be able to answer that question. Now, I must say, I don't think there is a book, as in terms of fiction. Of course, they might have been in a global space, but in Nigeria as of today, I don't think there is a book as voluminous as, I mean, yes, as Jubilee's book. I think it's one of the biggest novel ever published
Wow.
in the history of our nation.
I love
Absolutely.
it. So,
Yes, absolutely.
Jubilee, I'm
Absolutely. Like,
expecting.
if Nigeria was to be a country that appreciates their minds, they appreciate, Jubilee should be invited by the president of this country. I am not capping. I am not exaggerating. No, she should just be. No, it is. I mean, other people there. There was a time that our past president, the past person that had died, said that Nigerian youths are lazy and all of those things, which I understood what he was trying to say there. Because when you see some youths today, you just say that they are lazy, they are not doing anything with their life. Now, imagine that a youth, that spent years of her life working on one
Yeah.
project that will impact millions of lives. So
Mm.
that deserves to be not just awarded, celebrated. So if Nigeria was to be a country that is so organized that, I mean, once you do anything notable, once you do anything that can put your country on a world map, Jubilee should be invited by the president with what she has done. And that's just it. And this is
Yeah.
not because, that's why I don't when I'm giving feedback on my book, on my client's book, or the books I publish, I try as much as
Yeah.
possible to just, like, to give them the facts. These are things that are verifiable. If you want to search, I don't,
Yes.
of course there will be so many, but I think one of the volumes, the highest you can find, maybe 400 pages, because a 400-page book is also but a book of over 800 pages, No, come on now. That's so I
Lord.
speak fast so that people can, so that anyone of the viewers here listening, they will not just okay maybe publish the book, they can also go and pick up these things and then do their own findings, so that's it. So when I'm speaking, especially my clients work, I don't talk about my feeling. I don't talk about what okay this, so I'll pick on the facts. So I told you I can go on and on, but let me just
Yeah.
leave it at that so that yes, we can move on with the program.
Thank you so much for, you are really, really building up our expectations, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, thank you
Okay,
so much. Yeah.
okay. I have one last question for you.
All right,
You've gone
okay.
through this book. You've gone through this book. What's that one message you would like us to pick from this book?
Okay, thank you very much. Well, I must be honest, I'm the publisher, so I've not really read the book because we have the editor, it is the editing team. That's their
Okay.
work. Yes, yes. And it's one of our policy that, especially a work that I've not even maybe finalized. So we don't read our client books. So however, I've skimmed through the book and I know the message very, very well, being the publisher. And there are numerous messages. There are numerous messages. There are numerous from what I've skimmed through, from the information I've gotten, and from what I had seen. They are so numerous that I wouldn't like to just give what do you call it now? I would like to give free. Our readers should go and read and then discover it themselves. But one thing I'm gonna say, which is the central theme of the book, is that, and this book is not one thing I'm gonna say is that this book is very timely. This book events,
Okay.
why did I say that? We are in a country whereby we are still joking about mental health. We think mental health is not real. We think that this thing, but guess what? There are many people in this country today that they are battling with mental health issues. They don't even know it. Pastors, I'm not
Yeah.
even irrespective of it. Nigeria is a religious country, and we just use everything, we max it with religion. But there was a day a worker in my church was giving testimony, and he mentioned he was depressed. This is a worker. I'm sure a lot of, I'm sure some pastors, if they knew what he was going to, they would have just said, no, don't mention this side. I like how you, a worker, can be depressed. But that's the reality. That is the reality. So a lot of people, and I think I saw again recently that maybe one person in the US or so, I saw that post today, committed suicide, maybe an actor or something. He committed suicide by hanging. I saw that post just today. So you see, this thing is a menace. It is like a disease that is affecting many people. Are mentally ill. They have mental health issues. Do you understand? So when we see someone who has observed this, probably have experienced this firsthand, now coming out, they're not just coming to just say, I want to pass an information to you. Anyone can do that. There are a whole lot of information online, but coming to share it in form of a story so that you can get the feeling. One thing about fiction is that it project, yes, it brings about something that maybe you've not experienced before. It makes it realistic to you, so you can experience, you can feel it. So these are the key things you are going to get in this book. These are facts. I've told you that, if imagine me that I've not read it from first page, but because I'm the publisher, with the information available to me, with what I have seen, see what I'm able to say. Now imagine if you now
When
dive
you
into
look
it.
at
Just imagine if you now read from page 1 to. So this is a book that
yes.
from the very beginning, you'll be captivated. That's
Yes.
another thing I observed with the book. You understand? Which I must give you. See, if you maybe are someone that you used to say I don't like fiction book. Fiction are boring and everything. Please go and pick up this Jubilee's book. Yes, go and pick it up and just fact check me. Once you pick from the way she told the story. See, let me stop here so that I don't keep giving spoilers. You understand? But trust me, this is one book that I can vouch for, that no one
Yeah.
will pick up this book and will regret ever, buying this book or ever reading it, because number one, the information is very powerful. Number two, the information is relevant to our world today. Number three, the information is necessary for us. This information is an information that we need. Many people are not yet enlightened about the issues of mental health in our nation. Yes, so this is not just a book. I don't know the number I am, maybe number 4, is that it's a story. So you are not going to get bored. So if she had written it in form of an informational material, yes, I know I will be factual. I will be say it here. I will say it because me I say facts so that you will not come and say, ah, you said this thing here and you this is what we found out. No, it's a
Okay.
story. Story, everyone knows that story is interesting. Everyone knows. We all love stories. You can check that
Yes.
anywhere. Like one of the reasons why fiction are the most, um the easiest book to sell today is because there are stories. Every people are bored. So if you want, so it takes a lot of intentionality to read. I am not a story. I'm not a fiction writer. So you can imagine. So that should now tell you why I'm speaking this way. I'm not a fiction writer.
Yes.
I'm more of an inspirational and a motivational writer. However, it
Okay.
takes much more, yes, effort to be able to read maybe a business book or an inspirational book. Or except maybe if
Mm.
you are that thing, you really have a problem in that thing, and here you can now pick it. See, there are a lot
Mm.
of books here. I've not finished them. I've not finished. They are all inspirational, motivational, this thing. But
Yes.
you guess what? Femi Otodola's book, I finished it in a couple of days because it's a story, it's a biography, autobiography, it's the story of his life. So that is it. So anything that has to do with story is very interesting and it's very big. It's bigger than this book. I pick up this book after Femi's book. See this book, very short and small book, but I finished Femi's book in a matter of days. But this book, I'm not yet done with it because this one is more of informational material. So that's another thing. So nobody should be overwhelmed that 800. No, you won't even when you start reading it, you won't know when you get to 200 pages. You won't know in a matter of hours because the story will you just want to keep going and going and going. And another thing I must say, this is now to just give kudos to Jubilee so that people will know is that, see, I'm not saying the book is perfect. I'm not saying that, okay, you will not find anything. I'm not saying that. But one thing I want to say is that, please, when you read that book, you would naturally appreciate the extent of work that has gone into it. Like Jubilee, she drilled us. When you will know, you work when you work with someone that knows that what I'm doing is a lifetime this thing. So is it the kind of editing that went into this project? After she has spent about 7 to how many years to write it, oh, I'm not talking about, we took more than 1 year to edit this manuscript. Yes. Even this year alone, that it was released. This book has gone. There was so much. In fact, there was a time that my editor like this, I will see as they are going through the meeting. I'm telling you, see, they had the meeting late in the night. I was there. These are things that happened first, and that's one thing I want people to appreciate. And people will actually appreciate it anyway. But I also want them to just know, because the thing is that when you buy a book, you don't know how many. I don't know. You just think that, oh, maybe this thing was done in 2 months or 3 months. So you won't even know the extent of work and experiences and the kind of effort that has gone into something. But that's why I'm saying it publicly here, that a lot of effort, work, in fact, I kudos to be like, she made sure that every there was nothing. We did not skip anything. We did not
Yeah.
leave anything to chance. There was nothing that was left to chance. And kudos to I'm giving this kudos to her, because sometimes a publisher, we know that nothing is perfect. If you write one book today, now your next book you want to. So for us, we don't usually, we just tell you, as long as you know that this is perfectly done. But she did not leave anything, not one thing to chance. And that's one thing that people will really appreciate about this story. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel, for this eye-opening, talk you gave us on the
Yeah,
lump in the truth. Thank you so much for joining us.
you're
I hope
welcome.
it meets your expectation for this book. Please,
Thank you.
please clap for Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
God bless
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir.
All right. God
So,
bless you. Bye.
bye,
Ah,
bye. When
okay.
Mr. Emmanuel was talking, some people joined. Toyosi, I see you. You are welcome. Kama, then Samari, you are welcome. Christabel, you are welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So the person that just spoke is Mr. Emmanuel, the publisher for The Lump in Her Truth. And he gave us, exciting things to look forward to. Personally, I've been telling Jubilee, I can't wait to read this book. I can't wait. I love reading. So I know anything from Jubilee. She cooks and she cooked well. She cooks well, yes. So Jubilee, is Mr. Musa available to join us now?
I think we may. we may have to continue without him because
Okay.
I am unable to get him to join us. Just in case
Okay.
he joins us later, then that's fine. But
Okay.
yeah.
That's all right. Please continue tagging your friends. So continue tagging your friends and continue liking, dropping your emojis. How excited are you? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll keep on asking this question. My own is 20/10. I'm very, very excited for my friend. Please tell me how excited you are in the comment section for Jubilee. If you are a friend, don't go and stay silent. Comment. Show up for her. Let her see that you came for her. Please, thank you so much. Thank you. I don't is the editor available now to join?
No, she is not. So
Okay, she
we can just start the conversation. I'm hoping that um Musa may be able to join us much later.
okay. So Jubilee, please, I need everybody to make welcome our most celebrated, the Achalugo of this book, the main person why we are here. Please, comment section, let it be hot. Oh, give me your likes. Jubilee, the queen of African mental health literature, the one and only person in flesh and blood. Jubilee Adeze Azubike, you are welcome. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
You're supposed to do a little dance for us. So let's see how excited you are.
I wish I could dance right now, but I can't. It's a live session, so even if
Yes,
I'm dancing, I want people to see my dance steps. But because of
yes,
the way Facebook live session is, you can't see my legs, so no problem. Maybe when we are doing the physical
exactly.
launch, I will show you people my dance steps.
Toyo, see, you agree with me, right? She's the Achalugo of the book. Oh, she's the reason why we are here. She's the reason everybody posts everything they are doing to come and celebrate with her. Jubilee, I am so happy for you. As your friend, I've not known you for years, but I know you are very focused. And Mr. Emmanuel was emphasizing on that. You are very focused and passionate about it. And since you told me about this book, you've been pouring a lot. I want to say thank you for being consistent too. Thank you so much. So Jubilee, you've written this book for close to 10 years. It will be 10 years next year, right? Looking at the person who started writing this book and the person who is here now, what what would you tell about them from the journey? Is there a difference from the person you were when you started writing this book and the person you are now?
Mm. Okay. Firstly, thank you all so much for being here to celebrate this
You are welcome.
remarkable day with me. To say I'm excited is to say the
Yes.
least. I'm really grateful. So thank you everyone for being here. Okay,
Yeah.
so hmm, to answer your question, there's
Mm,
been remarkable growth. It's very
yeah.
significant one too that I can see for myself from the teenager, because I was a teenager at the time when I started writing this book,
Yeah.
to 9+ years after. There's been a growth, there's been a difference. um so I will focus the difference between who I was then and who I am now. I'll focus it on self-discovery and purpose fulfillment,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I like to say that if I had figured out what I found out about this book, let's say 2 years ago, this book would have
Okay.
been published a long time ago. So,
Yeah.
a quick background story. When I started writing this book, I didn't know anything about mental health.
Okay.
There is no part of the book that had anything to do with mental health. And each time I reviewed the book, or I edited the book, or I added something to the book, it was like something was lacking. There was always a barricade that was just too strong for me to navigate.
Okay.
And as the years went by and I began to, learn about mental health, that's when the idea of really focusing the message
Mm.
on mental health came. And then after I think I handed the final manuscript to the publisher for them to actually begin the process of publishing. That was when
Mm.
it hit me that the reason that this book wasn't even published earlier was because there was something that was missing, which was mental health. Years
Mm.
ago, this book was just a normal novel. Really, it
Yeah.
had nothing to do with mental health. It was now
Okay.
later on. So I think that if I had figured out the mental health aspect, like if I had crafted the messaging to be about creating awareness for mental health right from time, I think that all the challenges that I encountered in the process of getting this book published would have somehow disappeared. So,
Okay.
and I think one thing that I've seen, or I have acknowledged and understood through this journey is that God has a way that he does things, right? So he works in order. He's not disorderly. And so if you are supposed to figure out something or get something when you are in stage, let's say stage 2, and
Mm.
you have not started at all, there is no
Mm.
amount of cry or weeping or shouting or talking
Yeah.
that you will talk to God that will make him change his mind. You have to meet
Exactly.
him where he is. And I think that
Yeah.
it was when I actually figured out that, okay, the core messaging should be mental health. That was
Yeah.
when really things changed. I could see the change. I could see God's hand in so many
Mm.
things. So I
Mm.
think, yeah, that's the difference between who I was then and who I am currently. I learned how, how to work with God even more. I learned to align what I was doing with purpose. So it wasn't
Yeah.
about writing now, it's about finding purpose in even what I'm writing so that people
Mm.
can really get something from it. Because I mean, there are so many novels, there are so many literature, but tying what I have written to what I do,
Yes.
is another level of fulfillment entirely, honestly. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. You said something about when God stepped into the picture.
Mhm.
That was when the reality, it now became a reality to you that you're supposed to be talking about mental health. Does it mean that um you couldn't have figured it out on your own? Like God is the center of the book. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Christian,
Yeah.
and everything I do, my life, it revolves around my Christian belief. Like, you can't remove my religion from what I do, and you cannot take away what I do from God.
Mm.
Like, it's all knitted together.
Mm.
And yes, so yes, to answer your question, yes, that's what.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And I hope that anybody that's going through mental health challenges, because God is involved and is the center, will find healing from your book. I pray so.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
That's the
So,
goal.
yes, yes. So, Jubilee, this story has lived with you for almost 10 years now. Yes. And how will you describe your understanding of the characters? How they've evolved since you started this book? How has the healing occurred, for the characters since you started this book?
Hmm. Okay. So, the way this book is written is such that it's it's progressive, right? It started
Yeah.
from the pre-traumatic years of the protagonist
Okay.
to her post no to her traumatic years
Mm.
and her post-traumatic years.
Thematic.
And I think that that book, The Lump in Her Throat, is a reflection of me, some part of
Okay.
me. at least some part of me as a person.
Okay.
One thing I noticed about the book is that for each time I came back to it, each year I came back to it,
Yeah.
I could vividly see myself in the pages, in the parts. The book has 8 parts, by the way. There are 8 parts.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's like as I move from part 1 to part 2, I'm seeing myself. I move to part 3, I'm seeing myself, and the growth too, like the processes that took me to get to this point, like right now, I
Yeah.
could see it
Yeah.
reflective in the pages of this book. And so
Okay.
I think that that's one thing that even makes the book more interesting. I mean, I am an avid reader. I love reading, especially fictional books.
Mm.
I love them. And then,
Yeah.
honestly, I have not seen a book that is that orderly,
Okay.
where you are starting
Yeah.
from where somebody was at a time, and then you progress to where they are after 1 year. For most books that I have read, is either they start from when the person is grown up, an adult, and then somewhere
Back.
in between the chapters, they will now do a throwback to
Yes.
where how it was before, maybe recalling how it used to
Yes.
be. But in this
Yes.
book, I actually started from
The
the
beginning.
beginning, the very beginning. So as you are reading, you probably will even see yourself. It will remind you of the memories you used to have when you were a child,
Yes. Yes.
and then
Okay.
by the time you get to when the protagonist was an adult or became an
Mm.
adult, you
Mm.
you would see yourself trying to, okay, so how am I getting it wrong in my own life? What decisions am I making that may not be the best for my mental
Mm.
health? So
Okay.
yeah, actually, so the book, I'm seeing myself in it, and
Mm.
I actually wrote it with the intention that my readers too, they can
Yeah.
see themselves in it and appreciate their own journey, and make even more healthy decision for themselves.
Okay. Okay. You said something about seeing yourself in each part. Like it's like the book is like a mirror, and it's going to be like a mirror for we the readers. Is
Hold on a
there?
second. Sorry,
Okay.
please. So
Okay.
Musa is trying to send me a message.
Okay.
Okay, I think he sent me. I am trying to add him because we've been having issues with his network. So even if he comes on, we can still continue our conversation.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I think I can answer this question, and then we have the other person come in to continue.
Okay.
So a
Um,
minute, please. Let me send a message to them. A minute, please.
oh, Mr. Sheikh, your battery is low. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your presence. Sorry about your low battery. Sorry. Glory, you are welcome. Okoro, Donald, Thomas, you are welcome. Thank you so much for joining. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate for your presence. Okay, for those that just joined, we had a talk with the publisher, Mr. Emmanuel. And Mr. Emmanuel is just telling us we have to read this book. We have to read this book because it's a mirror, and like Miss Jubilee is also saying now, it's a mirror. You will see yourself in every part, from going from childhood to teenage years to adulthood. It's going to reflect in how you've been going on with life, and you also have to look into yourself and know where you have to change. What do you have to adapt from this book? Personally, I can't wait to read this book. I'm saying it. I'm going to be saying it over and over again. I can't wait to read this book. I love reading, and I know that Jubilee does not cook half done food. She's going to, serve you properly well, a well cooked meal. So I hope you all are excited the way I am for this masterpiece by Miss Jubilee. Okay,
Okay.
Mr. Shehu, don't worry. We are going to answer that question in a minute.
I
We
like
are
the
going to.
excitement.
Yes. I like the excitement, Mr. Shea. We are going to answer that question in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, Jubilee. What? How will Mr. Musaba join in now, or we should continue?
Please let's continue.
Okay.
I've accepted his invite, but I am yet to get him to join. So let's just
Okay. Okay.
continue. Yeah.
Okay. I was asking. You said you saw yourself in each part of the story, from
Mm-hmm.
part 1 to part 8. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's that specific? In stories, there are characters you relate with. This person is really living out my story. What's that specific character that was precious to you, and why? Why did you choose that character?
Hmm. Okay, I think I should mention that the protagonist, the
Mm.
main character of this book, is a girl.
Oh,
And yes, is a girl. So
okay.
with this book, the person in whom I saw myself is the main character. And to answer
Yeah.
your question about why, let me quickly go to a particular page in this book and then read, and then
Okay.
I will explain to you why.
All right. All right.
So let me quickly find the page. Okay. Okay. So page 38.
Please note it down. No, page 38.
Yeah.
Please
I'll
note
just
it.
I'll just read that part.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay. It had been 3 days since Ogwike was buried. Unlike the past
Okay.
week when the whole house was packed full with sympathizers and gossips who had visited
Mm.
the Ogwikes, the compound was quiet except for the voices of Ikenna and his cousins who were playing around. 10-year-old Chinwe maintains a lotus position on her bed, trying to recall the incidents of the past week, especially her father's funeral service. She was at least happy that she could have some quiet around her and be by herself after so long. But even until that day, she couldn't help but wonder if her father had died immediately she spoke with her mother when she dialed his phone, or if he had been dead long before she dialed his phone. She
Mm.
remembered Auntie Ngozi telling her one time when she visited them after the death of a distant relation that death was similar to sleep, except that one never wakes up from death. She was sure that he would have picked up his phone if he had been awake at the time she called. She couldn't help but wonder if he actually thought of her all the time as much as she did back home. She stretched her tiny legs in front of her and lay oblong on her soft bed as tears began to round down her cheeks yet again. She found it
Mm.
hard to believe that someone could just die just within a few hours of talking to the person. This thing called death must be wicked, she thought. If only I knew that I would never see you again, Daddy, she cried. You should have carried me along, even if it were for the last time. How could you just leave me like that? Didn't you think of me? She asked tearfully. Now, this particular part of
Mm.
the novel that I have just read is a particular part that, like an act that happened after her dad died.
Yes.
And if you listened to the part that I read, there was a part where she was asking, did my daddy not think about me when he was about to die? Did he
Yeah.
not think of at least coming to carry me for the last time?
Exactly.
I remember in one of my earliest years of grieving my dad after he died, usually on his memorial, I would always remember his smell. Then when he died, or a very short period before he died, my daddy carried me for the last time. So it happened that that particular night, I was sleeping on the couch in the sitting room. And then he came and was calling me, Jubilee, Jubilee, wake up. I was actually sleeping, but it wasn't that deep. And so
Yeah.
I knew that he was calling me, but I
Okay.
intentionally refused to answer.
Yes,
And so
sir.
when he called and I didn't respond, he just carried me. And then my head was resting on his shoulder. He carried me to the bed and laid me down. And that singular act made me sniff in his smell. I don't know if you can understand. Sometimes people that write, we tend to
Yes,
say things
have the
like in an
description word.
aseptic way that
Yeah.
some people may find it difficult to understand. But I sniffed in his smell. Like, it was like I filled my stomach with his smell. And years after he died, especially those early years, I could
Yeah.
still remember how he smelled. I could remember his smell. And so whenever his memorial comes, I would just sit down and I would recall that smell. And I would just imagine what it was like those last days or last minutes, of his. What was it like? Did he think about me? Because we had such a bond. We had such a very strong bond. So I would always ask myself, did he actually think about me? And if he did, what thoughts did he have in his mind? So yeah, to answer your question, the main character reminds me of my dad, and I could literally see myself in her. And that part of the novel that I have just read in page 38 is just reminds me of those early years that
Yeah.
I was, mourning his demise.
Okay. 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 Thank you for taking us down memory lane. And also, it's so emotional, Jubilee, but is well. Is well. Okay. Can Mr. Musa join now, or should we continue?
Mr. Musa, if you can hear me now, I see that you are live with us. I have sent you another request to approve of your joining. Please, if you can see it, approve of it so that. Thank you so much, Vera. Thank you. Thank
Mr.
you.
Curiosity, thank you for your compliment. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Sarah, we may just continue. If
Okay.
I get another message from them, I'll let you know.
Okay. Okay. So, for our listeners now, people who are listening, how would you invite them? How would you, describe the characters and invite them into the world of this book that you've created for us already? What do you hope that they will find within the pages of The Lump in Her Truth?
Thank you for that question.
You're
One thing
welcome.
that I would like the listeners or the readers, sorry, to
Mm,
find in the pages of this book is healing.
okay.
And then I would like to invite them into the pages of this book with an open mind. So I would say, come with an open mind. Come with a childlike mind. Come ready to learn, to unlearn, and to relearn. I know that we live
Yeah.
in a society where morals are, you know, on an all-time low, you know, and people don't tend to have, you know, any care in the world for values.
Yeah.
If you go through the pages of this book, you will see how the characters, you know, they tried in their different ways to see how they can uphold the values that they have come to love, despite being in very, very challenging situations. And so I'd like for the readers to pick the actions, you know, think about the intentional efforts that these characters um made or took, you know, to see how they can make themselves or live up to the values that they believe in. I would really
Yeah.
encourage for the readers to pay attention to that. They shouldn't focus on, you know, what the other characters are doing. Just focus on the main
Yeah.
characters. And I think I should
Yeah.
also mention that we have two major characters in this book. Two
Okay.
major characters. One is a guy and the other one is a girl. So I'll,
Mm.
I'll not I'll not go into it so that
No, don't
I
give us the
still
boost.
yes, I
Don't
still
spoil
want you
it
to
for
be excited. I still want you to be excited about reading it. So let me just zip it here so that I don't steal
us.
the surprise and the expression you will
Okay.
have as you go through the pages. Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. You told me that you want this book to be in school libraries, for secondary school children. And you talking about values now. I think it's going to be, a moral booster for our younger ones coming up.
Mm-hmm.
For them to uphold the values they've been taught from childhood, and not to fall, because the temptations are there, oh, but it takes a really strong one.
I know,
It takes
right? I
morals
know.
to stand up. Yes. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
so much for that. So
Sure.
is I know it's been a long ride, right?
Mm-hmm.
Close to 10 years now. It's been a long ride. And I can't believe that, finally we are here. And in that
Honestly.
journey, I understand that, yeah, no matter how easy it was at the beginning, or maybe how you started off writing it, and I know that there must have been challenges, maybe from um the during the editing parts. Mr. Emmanuel was telling us how they spend a lot of time into the night, trying to work on the book even till now. I know there are some challenges and also wins that you encounter, like you told us about, God stepping in and giving you clarity on what to write. So can you tell us, elaborate more on that, the challenges and the also the emotional roller coaster you had when
Mm.
writing this?
Okay, just the challenges, right? Or
Everything, everything the wins and the challenges that you had.
okay. All
Yeah.
right. Let me start with the wins.
Okay.
Before the lump in her throat, at least before we got to this point, no, even before I started writing the lump in her throat, I had become something else that grief made me to be. So, because of how close I was with my dad, and then having to lose him at that age, I was 9 going to 10, I became this person that grew up too fast, you know? And
Yeah.
so, in the process of growing up too fast, I unconsciously learned to suppress my emotions. And so, it became very difficult for me to express myself. I'd rather have it bottled up inside than express myself. And so, when I started writing this book, I saw how Please give me a minute. I need to. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Ejiro is
Yes.
here. Someone is about to join us. Ejiro is about to join us.
Okay, we come back
Okay.
to that.
Yeah, I've added her, but I'll still answer the question. So still on the question. So
Okay.
um I became this person that found it very difficult to express herself, express emotions, whether it was happy one or a sad one. I just didn't know how to do that. And
Mm.
so when I started writing this book, I saw very significant change in the way that I expressed myself. So by that, here's what I mean. I don't know, prior to working on the lump in her throat, I don't know what it means to cry tears of joy. I am, it's not like I don't want to express the emotion, but it's like something, the lid that is covering the emotions has been shut
Yeah.
so tight that it was so hard for me to express that
Thing was
emotion.
holding you
And
back.
so there was something that happened in 2023. Yeah, it was 2022. I had gotten this very significant support for the lump in her throat. And so in the process of expressing gratitude, I didn't know when I started crying. In fact, to show you how surprised I was at myself, after I finished crying, I went back to the room and I was like, wow, no, Jubilee, that is definitely your twin, because I did not know that you can do that. I did not even know that that part of me existed. I thought it was long dead and gone. And so one of the wins that I encountered on this, or in the process of publishing this book,
Yeah.
is that emotional liberation.
Mm.
That's one win. And then the second win that I have is my choice of a publisher. Prior to reaching out to TVBA publishers for this book, I had asked God specifically for his perfect will of a publisher. Before I reached out to TVBA, I had reached out to very prominent publishers, both within Nigeria and outside Nigeria, for this book. But each person, when they see mental health, they will just say, no, no, no. And then even those ones that, were based in Nigeria, they were selective of the kind of books that they wanted to publish. And they had this opening, so if you don't apply to get your manuscripts, worked on by them within a specific window, they would not work on your book. And I applied
Okay.
to all three of them, and the response wasn't encouraging. So I just decided to push it aside. And I think that was when I actually went on my knees to say, okay, God, I have tried the one that I can and it's not
Yeah.
working. So can you please now give me your
Coming.
perfect will of a
Yeah.
publisher? And honestly, that is one of the wins that I've had.
Wow.
Working with Tebeba publishers is peace of mind. It is professionalism,
Mm.
and it is God's grace. I mean, there were times that I hit a very solid rock like this, and I called the publisher and I'm like, honestly, I don't know what to do. Like, I've exhausted all the options I have and I'm stuck.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this publisher will be like, don't worry, I know God will make a way. Just keep doing the small one you can do. And
Yeah.
I believe so much in this book that you are working on. This book is an international bestseller. This book will sell. This book will transform lives. Like, I'm so proud of you for the work that you did. And I'm like, who are you? Who are you? Who are Like, I've not had any moment of my heart is beating,
Yeah.
or of tension or anxiousness while working with them. I think one of the earliest encounters that I had, I was trying to explain a situation that had not panned out the way that we wanted it, and I was expecting that he will lash out and he will be so upset, but this man was not.
Wow.
So, God, I think that is one of my biggest win. And again, it just shows you how that when you do things with God involved, honestly, you would have your life easier.
Yes.
So the peace
Yeah.
of mind, the professionalism that came with working with Tebeba Publishers is one of the wins, because honestly, it was God's will. Like, God directed my path. It had nothing to do with whether he was good or not. And there was even a statement that he made. I think he would have forgotten it. I think one of the earliest times that I reached out, he said the terms on which we are going to work is not a term that he would accept for just anybody, that there are some people that he would just not accept it, but for reasons that he doesn't know, he just have this feeling to just work with me on my own terms. Like,
Yeah.
anything I bring and I say, let's do it this way, he would
Mm.
accept. The only part that he said no was the part that had to do with his that will affect the quality of the work, right?
Okay.
So he was not like, no, if we do this, it's going to affect the quality of the work. And even when I tried to say, okay, but look at it now, this thing is going to be like this, you say, no, this work has to be done exactly
Mm.
the way that even people outside Nigeria can see the quality and appreciate it. So I'm
Yes.
talking of in the aspect of the publishing process, not really the written work itself. So
Yeah.
that's one of the wins that I'm really grateful to God for. Now let's move on to the challenges.
Yeah.
For the challenges, I think one of the most pressing challenges was funding. I'm not going to
Okay.
say exactly how much it cost me to run this project, but it is a lot of money. Hey, God.
I know
I
you
did
were
not
just giving
think
me
that
hints when we
I
were talking
could.
the other day.
Hey, I did not think that I could do
You
this.
could pull up something big like this.
God, I did not think I could. I did not think. When I got the bill the first time, I sat down to think about my life. I said, God, so where is this money supposed to
Are we
come from?
doing
Have I seen this money in my entire life? So funding was really a challenge.
it? Okay.
And honestly, in hindsight, right, I kind of see how everything just worked out. Because
Yeah.
I think that if I had had that money
Mm.
earlier, I'm not sure the book would have had the quality that it currently has.
Okay.
So funding was one of the challenges. And then number two challenge that I must mention is how that I had to live in a very content way, which I do not regret. Like, if I have a choice to do it again, I will do it without blinking an eye.
Okay.
You know how we girls, we like to look bling, wear the latest hair, get the latest
Yes.
wax, and me,
The
I
bust
love
down
all.
wigs,
God knows, I will not even
the
deny
busy
deny it.
coils.
Hey God, I love all of those, fine stuff.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
And before I started working on the lump in her throat, I remember right in my secondary school years how that I will intentionally save towards going for shopping as soon as the term is over.
Mm.
Like, I always had very, very nice stuff. Even with my small earnings at the time, I love to have variety of things. If it's shoes, if it's I love, like, my shoes were always so many.
It's necessary too.
Yes. And so when I started working on the lump in her throat, nobody
Yes.
had to tell me to cut off on all of those things, because I mean there was something more important. And so I didn't even realize that I had spent like 2 years, without changing some stuff, my wardrobe. Like, I didn't even realize it until when we got to this year, and I was asking myself, wait first, so is it not me that used to write stuff like almost every 3 months? Like, what am I saying? What are these? Yeah, so this one is like a challenge plus a blessing in disguise all together.
Yes.
So I think if I'm to highlight the challenge in what I have just said now, the challenge will be having to still wear my confidence despite not, wearing all of those amazing stuff that I would love to wear. Because the truth is that the way you dress, the way you look, it has a lot to do with it affects the way that you carry yourself,
Your
right?
confidence.
Yes,
Yes.
it does. Honestly, there is no sugarcoating it. It affects.
Yes.
And so it had to take a lot of work, for me to still have my confidence on, despite knowing that, okay, I'm on a budget right now. I have something more important that I'm working on. And so all of those
Yes.
things would have to wait.
Yes.
So those are the two challenges that I think I'd have to, I can mention right now.
Yeah.
Then the lessons that I have learned. The lessons I've learned is number one, there is no limit to what you can do as a person. There is no limit to what I can do as a person.
Please be
Like,
writing down, so please, the lessons from the the mental health literature. I have my pen here with me. Please, be writing it down. There is
so
no
there is,
limit to what you can do. Yes.
yes, so there is no limit to what I can do. I
Yes.
really didn't know that I could do what I did with this book. In my entire
Yes.
life, this is the biggest thing I have done in my
Yes.
entire life. I, as a person, before now, I get impatient when I have to do something over and over and over and over just to get results. But to think
Yes.
that for this one book, every year I am going to review, and I can't even believe that I could do that. I can't. So the lesson that I learned is there is no limit to what I can
You
do.
can do.
It's
Yes.
only if I decide that I don't want to do that, then I won't. But if I really want to do that, then there is nothing that I cannot do. And the second one would be just start moving. Start moving. So yes, I had a lot of rejections.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a lot of rejections start working on this project.
Yeah.
Some things that I had planned, it didn't work out that way. But again, I am still surprised that those things did not deter me. Rather,
Yeah.
it was like with each no I got, I had a determination to prove to them
So push through
that,
that.
see, I can still do this thing
You can do
with or
this.
without that. So
Yes. That's the spirit.
yeah, so I think that those are the lessons that I've
Mm.
picked up from all of this thing. And then the last one is my instincts. And this one also, it also represents one of my biggest lessons for this year, even outside of the lump in her throat.
Yeah.
Before now, I used to think that my instincts, were like fear. And so even when I was being warned about something, my instinct is telling me, don't do this. And I'm like, come on, it's not this thing that, I mean, I can still do it.
Yes.
And each time I refused to listen, I will see the result. And so I think I can hear an echo somewhere. Must be the network.
Probably
Anyway,
network.
yeah, so let me just continue. So before this year, I'm not really somebody that pays attention to my instinct. But this year, it was like I had this working on developing a growth, developed this very strong desire for me to get an excellent work done. And so even after I have made the decision, somehow, I will still find myself looking inside, asking myself, is this the right decision? Do I need to revisit it? And I found myself listening to what my inner self was telling me, what my instinct was telling me. And so far, with all of the things that my instinct have told me to do and I've done, the peace of mind I've had, I can't even articulate it properly. And some ways that these things have found out would be when I scheduled a photo shoot. So originally, I was supposed to have my picture on the back cover of the book.
Okay.
But then after I went to the photo studio, I looked at the picture and I was like, nah. For this book that is going global, this picture does not fit.
Okay.
And then I was like, what do I do? Should I go and snap another picture? And then something was like, what did you even do with that picture? And then as soon as that thought came to my mind, I think, that's not like it. And I decided I would not put my picture. The peace of mind that I experienced, it wasn't something that I could really explain. And then,
I can imagine.
when another thing would be when I decided on the choice of the color of the backdrop.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of a color that would just say a lot effortlessly. And then I was thinking, what color should I choose? The answer just came. I did not have to be beating my head around like it was just that fast and it was perfect. And then the most profound one was with the cover image itself. So you see the image, the book cover where that image of somebody holding the throat of somebody else.
Yes.
That image came to me when I was thinking of what the book cover should look like, because I didn't want just about anything. I wanted an excellent work. Something that even myself, when I cross my leg and look at it, I'll know.
Yes, be proud of what you did.
Yeah. And so when that idea came, I'm not really someone that is good at drawing.
Okay.
And so when the idea came, I just jotted it down, and then I got on a call with my graphic designer. I explained the idea that I had, and this guy did a very good job bringing it out.
Kudos to him.
When he brought it out, I looked at it. I shared it with some close friends. Their thoughts on it, and there was there's this other image that the graphic designer had worked on. I looked at it. It was beautiful, and honestly, at some point I was struggling to decide. But when I sat back again to listen to what my instinct was telling me, and I made that choice, when the finished work came out, I was like, wow. So another lesson, summary that I've learned this year is with listening to my instinct. Like, it has helped my life. It has made my life so easy, and I'm so grateful for it.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. And also getting to see you on the personal level, I can attest to this. The growth aspect, the instinct, listening to your instincts and just start doing something. Once you place your mind that this is something I need to do, just start. And the universe will work it out for you. And God will also work it out for you. I'm so happy for you, Jubilee.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Please, I'm seeing this place is now getting quiet, and I don't like it. But people are dropping comments. Joshua Thank you for congratulating us. Sorry for your bad network. Sorry about that. Vera, emotional liberation. Yes, 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 yes. Writing really helps with burdens. Exactly. And she really talked about that, I think from page 38. Yes, I can't forget page 38 now. And I have to pause when I get to that page to really, really assimilate what Jubilee felt when she lost her dad. Then Manny, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Please, if you have questions for Miss Jubilee, please drop them in the comment section. We are going to attend to that in a minute or two. I know someone said he he wants to know
Okay.
where to get the book. Yeah, Jubilee, where can we get the book? Can you tell us?
Um.
Is it in hard copy or soft copy, or is there a site we can order from? Yeah.
Okay. So you can get the lump in her throat on Amazon, and it's the ebook that is available for now. So I'm going to drop the link where it can be gotten
Okay.
after the live session. I'll drop it as a comment so that
Okay.
everyone can see it.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ejiro is here.
Oh, Ejiro, Dr. Ejiro, thank you for joining us.
Hi, Ejiro. Welcome.
Hi,
I can't hear you.
Ejiro. I think you have to increase your voice or something. Is it network?
You are muted. Okay. I've unmuted you. Yes, we
Yes.
can hear you now.
Ejiro, welcome. Finally, you are here. Thank you for joining us. Everybody, Dr. Ejiro is the editor of The Lump in Her Throat. She's the editor that Mr. Emmanuel talked about. She did a very good job, on this book. Dr. Ejiro, we are so grateful for you for the input you had in these big projects of our dear friend Jubilee. Thank you so much. Thank you. Is she there? Okay. Ejiro, how are you feeling about this book? Seeing this book that you really put much into to see, where it is now. How do you feel? Can you describe your emotion in maybe 2 or 3 words?
I'm so happy. First of all, I'm so happy that finally this book is out.
Otejiro,
This is bad.
I can't hear you.
Your
Please,
voice
if you
is
can,
very low.
it is very low.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I said I'm so happy that finally this book is out. But the back and forth we have to go through late night meetings,
Mm,
hours of meetings. Thank God that finally the book is about to be.
I know that's the big word everybody's saying. Finally, the journey of 9 years plus is now coming to an end, and is big things are going to start from here on out. Thank you so much for that. Dr. Ejiro, when did you start working with Jubilee on the lump in her throat, and how can you describe Jubilee for us? Let's see the book from your own angle, from your eyes, and Jubilee too. Let's see from your eyes.
Okay. So I think the take on this is actually something I've been
No, I
working on this book
can't
is
hear
taking
you
a
clearly.
lot of time, a lot of time to work on it. And then One thing is Jubilee. She is very traditional. When she first told me that she worked on the show for 10 years, my first time,
Hold on a second, Pedro. Sorry to interrupt you. I can't hear you. Can you hear her say?
I'm trying to focus to hear, but I can hear a little
Are
bit.
you using maybe an earpiece or something?
no, I'm not.
Your voice is very, very muffled. We can't hear you.
Please, if you can hear her, can you, comment? Let's know if it's just Jubilee and I that can't hear her. If you can hear Dr. Ejiro, please let us know. But if you can try amplifying your voice, I think that would be helpful. Eh,
It's not working.
it's not working.
Do you want to maybe change location or maybe check your volume that is high?
Okay. Adoption said we can't. I think it's not just us. Okay, will she rejoin?
She said she will rejoin. So
Okay.
maybe you can go on with the other question you have for me. I don't know if you've exhausted all your questions. I feel like there's something else.
No, I think I have exhausted everything. But what of Mr. Musa? Is he going to join us?
Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. We've been on this for a while. I don't know.
He's active here, but he can't join. He can't join us.
I really don't know why he's unable to join us. He's been sending me requests to join, and I've been approving, but it seems like he's not able to join regardless.
Okay. Jubilee, there's this question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. This is my own question, because I told everybody to drop their questions in the comment section. I've not seen anything. Please drop your questions. You can't just be here and be looking at Jubilee talk about her book and you don't have any question for her. Please let me see your questions. Thank you. So Jubilee, the question I have for you is, how did you come up with the name the Queen of African Mental Health Literature? What made you choose that name for yourself? Is there a particular incident that happened, or this is what you just want to be known as, or you just gave yourself the name because you're the first person to write, fiction on mental health? Is there a particular backstory to the name that we need to know too?
I like to think that I'm the first person that has written a mental health literature, but I'm not sure I am. I don't know, unless somebody proves that. I'm not sure that I am. But the reason I chose the name or the title of African mental health literature is some kind of audacious step that I took. I wanted, and I still want people to take mental health serious, and then take mental health literature as something that is worth talking about loudly. So that there's been prizes, awards for literature generally.
Yes.
And looking at our African society, mental health conversations are just starting to be normalized, but there's still a lot of work to be done. And so exactly. I want something that is very audacious, something that will make people stop in their tracks to actually listen.
It made me stop in my tracks too.
So it's actually an occasion step that I took to do that. So that when
Yes.
anything literature in mental health is talked about, you will not be wondering, does that exist? You can just personify it with Jubilee.
Yes.
Once you
Okay.
once you hear my name, you remember that, okay, that thing that she used to say online, all those are
Yeah.
points that yeah. So I just
Okay.
wanted something that is easier for people to remember. That way, I'm also drumming the talk about mental health into their ears.
Yes.
So that's where all of that came from.
Okay. Thank you so much for that question, for that answer. Sorry, Mr. Musa. It's so unfortunate. Maybe there will be a
And
next time.
let me see if I can send the message to Sergio.
Okay.
I think there's something that I would like the listeners to know
Okay.
about this book.
Okay.
Let me quickly go to a particular page.
Okay. I think we have a question here too. Okay, when you're done with the reading, we're going to attend to that. Manny, thank you for your question. Please keep your questions coming in. I've asked mine, and she answered. So whenever I hear mental health, I always remember Jubilee. So please keep your questions coming in. She's going to answer all. She's already told us where we're going to get the book from. She'll drop the link as a comment to this live session. You'll get the book from Amazon. Yes, you go there and order yours. It's going to be available there. So please, let's keep our questions and reactions. What do you think about this live session? What do you think about me as a moderator? What do you think about Jubilee, the way she answered her question? Do you like them? Or do you think that she needs to explain more on her answers? Is there any question she didn't answer correctly? Or is there one that you still need to ask? Please let us know. Let us know. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Jubilee, everybody is happy for you. You're supposed to host dance for this. Everybody is so excited. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the early comers too. Gideon and my Grace. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
There's something that I want readers to pay attention to, especially as they get copies of this book.
Okay.
A minute, please. Every road sent a message. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So there's a particular part that I want readers to pay attention to, and that is in page 620.
Page 620.
Yes, looking at this our generation and how everybody is very expectant of, let me not say everybody, but a number of people are expectant of the kind of partners they get to have, the kind of life they want to live, and the different fantasies that everybody have about relationships and love. There's something I want you to pay attention to. Let me read page 620 and then I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
So it's a conversation between the main character and somebody that she met somewhere outside Nigeria. So this is the conversation that ensued between she and him. The guy's name is Mofe. So this is what she was telling him. Mofe, only God knows how long I have thought about this. sorry, pardon me. Mope, only God knows how long I have thought about this. God knows I want to be with you, but I first need to be sure that I am ready for this. It's not as easy as you think. Shutting your eyes and heart from what you want. Ever since I started to work on my mental health, I have been determined to take things a step at a time. I have suffered from depression, anxiety disorder, and low self-esteem after my dad's demise at age 10. I need to be sure that I am ready before taking this step. I don't want to do something that will send me back to the peace I used to be. If I must do this, I want to do it when I am ready. I want to do it when I am healed and whole. You understand me? Chinwe had not planned to tell him about her mental health condition, and she didn't regret mentioning it to him. He deserved it. He said nothing, but she saw his eyes soften. She continued, Mofe, I am sorry that I put you through a lot, but I need you to know that it's not intentional. I have never used you. Mofe, I am sorry that I made you feel taken advantage of. You know that I have been honest with you about my decision since the day you told me of your feelings for me. You have a beautiful heart, and you deserve a woman who can take care of that heart of things. And Ellie says, you are not the woman she asked. I can't do that because I don't even know myself well enough, she said. I need to know what keeps me up and switches me on. I need to know that I am not carrying unresolved traumas along with me when I decide to give love a chance. Mofe, I need to know myself well enough outside of all of my achievements. Let me stop here. The other DC, you will get to learn it when you do. But the part that I wanted to highlight in what I have just read now is how that even at the point where the main character has feelings for somebody, she chose to go and get healed. You know, there is a lot of mentality that is very poor that I feel young people too. I used to think like that too, like I started the journey of healing. You know, we like to imagine a lot of things, especially women. You want to get into a relationship and then you are looking for somebody who will carry the baggage that you refuse to heal from. And it's not fair. It's not fair on that person.
Yeah.
You need to be certain that you have healed from the trauma that you experienced when you were younger, or even when you were older, whatever trauma you experienced, you need to heal from it before you start a relationship. And the benefit of it is that when you start a relationship from a place of healing, you enjoy it even more.
It's
Life
easier
is
than
beautiful, but you cannot really experience the beautiful part of life if you don't get healed. You cannot experience the beautiful part of life if you do not rid yourself of the traumas that you have experienced. If you don't go ahead to get healing, whether it's therapy or counseling or even detoxing yourself of some of those harmful thoughts that you have or beliefs that you have, you end up projecting it on your partner. And if you're not careful, before you know it, you are projecting it to your children, you are transferring it to your children, and that is where all these intergenerational patterns that are very terrible start from. It starts from very little things that have refused to be addressed. So I think the core of the message in that particular part that I read is not complete. When you get the book, you will get the remaining part of it. Is that you need to heal. Love is beautiful when you are healed. Don't get into a relationship and expect that somebody will deal with your bad, attitude or your habit or your trauma for you. Go and get healed so that you as well you have clear eyes to find somebody else that is healed Because if you are hot, if you have not healed, you end up meeting somebody that will add to what you are experiencing. Because there is no man that can give you 100% of what you are looking for. It's only God that can give you what you are looking for.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I think I'll just stop there for now. Fedro is here. So
Pedro, welcome back.
Thank you. I hope you
Yeah.
can hear me now.
Yes, it's much better now.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Do you still remember the question I asked you, or should I come again?
No, you asked when I began working on the manuscript.
Yes, yes. And how you can describe Miss Jubilee.
Okay. So I began working on the manuscript in 2024, early 2024. Yeah, and it
Okay.
took a while to work on this. So imagine from then to now. And
Yeah.
then working with Miss Jubilee, I can say that she's tenacious. Once set her mind to something, she always make sure that that's what she would achieve.
Exactly.
Like when
Exactly.
my first meeting with her, she told me that she's been working on this manuscript for like 10 years, and I was very surprised. That takes tenacity, right? Not just
Yeah.
doing it, but seeing it through. And then also, once she has a mental picture of what she wants, she makes sure that the result is what she actually imagined. So it should not be
Yes. Yes.
something outside of that. So even when we are going
Yeah.
out, she will tell me that, oh, I want you to do something. And I will see from my own perspective why she wants it to be like this, what she wants it to be, and then I'll ensure that the manuscript comes out that way. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Everybody's saying that Jubilee is so passionate. I can attest to that. She's very, very
Yeah.
passionate.
Yes.
She's very, very passionate. Okay. Without wasting much time, Miss Edru, I know there are many books, stories, the stories that I read, the books that I've read. There is a particular scene, that changes the trajectory of how the book is going. Is there a particular scene in this book that did that for you, that changed the whole trajectory of the book?
Okay.
Yeah.
Will I say a scene now? I can't pinpoint a particular scene, but I would say a part. In
Okay.
that, the part where she went abroad and then
Okay.
she was to come back. That part was so powerful. I'll give you so I can read them. I cried in some part. Just imagine me, the editor of the book. I cried out editing the book in some part. It shows the impact. So the whole of the book is very amazing. It's so impactful. So
Yeah.
impactful. At some point you will laugh, at some point you cry, at some point your heart will leap for joy. I didn't know what is coming on. So that,
I know Jubilee has a very good way with words. Like she's
yes,
very, very good. So I expect nothing less. I
yes.
expect what she gives me on a regular. Okay. Dr. Ejiro, as an editor, what was the before and after of the book? Like, the significant transformation that you
Okay.
saw in the book. Yeah.
So first of all, when I picked up the book already had, like, she did a very good job making sure that the book was at least up to a certain standard, right? So
Okay.
the big picture of the book was so amazing. So I just had to do the fine details, making sure there was flow, making sure that the transition from paragraph to paragraph, sentence to sentence is amazing, making sure that the punctuations and grammar and those things. So you can see that before I got the book and after, of course, it was better. But before I got the book, she had done a good job with the big picture. I just had to work on the fine details.
Okay. Okay. And the corrections she made, she was also keen on taking corrections, right?
Very, very keen. Very, very.
Very good listener. She listens properly.
Yes.
Okay. Do you see this book as a very important book in the scene of mental health, as a means of sensitizing people on mental health? Is it how do you see this book in that aspect?
All right. So this book, it's not a how-to book, meaning that do this, do that to achieve this. This book is like a journey. So So I feel it's for everybody. It's not just
Okay.
for if you think you have a mental health issue. No, it's for everybody. So
Okay.
long you are a human being, because
Yeah.
it will take you through a journey, a particular journey of how a person discovered that this was an issue, how she came about the issue, how she discovered the issue, how she was able to transcend certain, situations, certain challenges, and then how she had a healing. So it's a book that will help because first of all, it's a fiction. It's not if you apply these rules, if you apply those rules, it's a story. So you would come into the mind of Chinwe, who's the main character, and you'll be
Yeah.
able to, find your feelings as if you have some mental health issues here.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I think you've heard her call herself the queen of African mental health literature, right?
Yes.
Yes, she calls herself that. Me, I can't right now. I can't hear mental health before attaching Jubilee's face to it. I know I can't. So, do you think how important do you think this book is in the mental space? I know you mentioned everybody should read it. It's not just for people with mental, illness. I think they have mental illness. That everybody should read it. How important do you think this book is in the mental space,
Okay.
mental
So
health space? Yeah.
before now, I've never read a book that a fiction that talks about mental health. This is the first one I'm reading one. Yes, that's so relatable. And besides the fact that it focuses on mental health, it's so relatable.
Mm.
Like anybody, a teenager, even a child of 10 years, right?
Yeah.
A teenager, a young adult, an adult, an elderly person can pick up this book. It will be so relatable. So it's so important in this particular setting, this our time, because mental health now has become something that almost everybody has. Mental health problems. It might not be so severe, it might be just so mild, but almost everybody has it because of the environment we find ourselves in. Right. So this book is so important in that it's a fiction. It's relatable. You can pick it up and know that, oh, this is what I have and this is what I can do, right? You may not actually follow exactly what the main character did, but then you would be able to find a way to get you help.
To give you a
Yes,
guide to what you
yes,
should do. Okay.
exactly.
She said she wants the book to be in secondary schools, in school libraries, so that everybody can, to catch our children young also in the topic of mental health. So I understand where you're going with young adults can read it, teenagers, even a
Yeah.
child can read
Yes.
it and understand fully. I understand very well. For joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you for playing a huge part, you know, for to bringing this book to life. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining.
Yes. Thank
Thank you. You're welcome. Please let's give it up for Miss Dr. Ejiro. Let me see you in the comment section. Thank you, Ma, for joining. Thank you. Thank you. So, Miss Jubilee, Achalugo
Yes,
of the book.
please.
We have some questions for you. Let's quickly run through them. Okay, Manny says, I'm curious about how you transition from a career in accounting to becoming a mental health practitioner. And he's also saying, okay, he has two questions. Reflecting on our school days, I often wondered if your quiet demeanor in class was indicative of a deep emotional experience. Could it have marked the inception of your journey in the field of mental health? So can you, briefly give us an answer on those questions?
Okay. That last sentence, I'm not sure I got that right. He said something about quiet.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, the last statement. Can you read it again?
Okay. Reflecting on our school days, I often wondered if your quiet demeanor in class was indicative of a deeper emotional experience. Could this have marked the inception of your journey in the field of mental health?
Hmm. Okay. So his question is like two or three in one. Okay, let me start with the first one. I guess the first question is how I went from accounting to mental health.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Hmm. I think it's all about purpose and purpose alignment. I'm not actually a professional in mental health. I like to call
Okay,
myself an advocate,
okay.
and a very strong one for that matter. Because even at the Regina Mental Health Foundation, my non-profit that supports people living with mental health conditions, I'm not the person that provides the support that they need.
Okay.
We have a team of experts that do this. All I just do is to make the support available for people that need it.
Okay.
So as the way that I transition is just separate, really. And the question he asked about my quiet demeanor during
Yes.
the polytechnic days, I think yes, partly. I am not really that social butterfly kind of person. You know, it's easy for you to meet me in a room if I'm there.
Okay.
But when I speak, it's easy or it is hard for you to forget me. I'm that kind of person. It's easy for you to miss me in a room if I'm there and you don't know me. And if ever I speak in that room, it is hard for you to forget me. So I'm just that kind of person. So I would not really say that my quiet demeanor then in the polytechnic was only because of my mental health. Yes, I agree. At the time, I was dealing with depression and anxiety disorders. I also had a low self-esteem. But as I look at myself right now, I'm not that loud. I can be very, very
Okay.
extroverted amongst my people. Like I talk on and on and on and on. You almost stifle my mouth. You know, I like to talk amongst I love to talk honestly, but it's a two-way thing. So yes, I was dealing with some mental health conditions at the time, but even at that, I'm not really that kind of noisy kind of person. I can be, but that is not my default
Okay.
setting. My default setting is quiet.
Okay. Okay. I
So I
think
guess
that's
about
that.
your question, Manny.
Manny, I think your question has been answered. Can you indicate if you understood her clearly? So once again, you can get the lump in her throat on Amazon. Miss Jubilee is going to drop the link in the comment section of this video, this live video. So please, you have to go there and order. It's available in any country that you're watching from. It's available. Ide. So there's no excuse. Don't say it's not available in my country. Let's go out to support our girl. Thank you so
Yes,
much for joining, everybody. Thank you. Miss Jubilee,
yes,
do you
please.
have any final words to give us? Anything to tell us? Anything we need to know?
Certainly. So I should mention that the lump in our throat is currently selling on a discount. The ebook is
Okay.
selling on a discount. So instead of
Okay.
10,000, you can get it for 8,000 today. The
Okay.
price will go back to the original price. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Okay, not today, but anytime from tomorrow going forward. So you should rush and get your copy before it goes back to 10,000.
Naira.
So at this point, let me just take a moment to tell you about who this book is dedicated to, and then acknowledge some key people that played a very big role in bringing this project to life.
Okay.
First, if by now you don't know that I'm a daddy's girl, I should reiterate that I am a daddy's girl. And this book
Okay.
is dedicated to my father. We had a conversation this year. He visited me in my dream, and we had a very good conversation. I'm not going to tell you what he told me, but this book is dedicated to him. And I trust that wherever he is watching me from, whether it's from the eastern part of heaven or the northern or southern, wherever, western side, wherever he's watching me from, I trust that he is very proud, he is very happy. I cannot tell you that I have not imagined what my life would have been like if he was still alive, but still, for the period of time I get to spend with him, those 9 years, they actually mean so much to me. So much to me. And so, Daddy, I love you so very much. And I know I'm going to see you soon. We are going to talk about everything and anything at all. You cannot miss out on any part of my life because I am saving the data somewhere. When we meet, our gist will be long, very long and never tiring. So this book is dedicated to the loving memories of my father.
Definitely.
Okay, so the acknowledgement, I'll just read it from the novel.
Okay.
It's very long because it's an entire village that helped me in this book, but I'm grateful to God for all of them. So I think I should first start with what I have here. Then there are some people that I also mentioned at the end, but let me just start with what I have here. Okay. Acknowledgement. My never-ending praises and worship go to my Lord Jesus Christ for giving me wisdom, resilience, and courage, and for allowing me to experience the pain of losing a loved one and the struggles of depression, anxiety disorder, and low self-esteem. This book wouldn't have been written if not for him and those painful experiences. He made the 10-year period in which I spent writing and publishing this book worth every moment. Just give it a moment. I am grateful to my family for honoring my need for space, showing me love and support, and asking constantly, Imechago, are you done? During those late nights and wee hours of the morning. Thank you for saying congratulations and well done just when I needed to hear it. And for your countless offers to help and contribute. Thank you for listening to my narration and for your intelligent input. Thank you for praying continuously for me and being solidly behind my dreams, no matter how big. My respect to Prince Agri, Dr. Prince Agri, for his stubborn belief in me, even before I knew who I was. Thank you for saying right to and for supporting me all the way through the process. Thank you for showing me the path to success and going ahead of me to inspire and direct me on the right path. To late Mr. Swaibu Suleiman, my English language lecturer at Federal Polytechnic Valley, Taraba State. I want you to know that I still remember the way you laughed with abandon. Thank you for reading and editing the manuscript on paper before I got my laptop. I will never forget your kindness in letting me use your office space and staying for as long as I wish. I still remember those vulnerable conversations we had, and I am grateful to have met you. Just in case you can see and read this book, especially this page, I want you to know that I tried to represent who you get to be as Professor Leah. You played the role of a good father to me for the short time I knew you. Keep resting, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Kunle Pelemo and Miss Adiola Agbelemuke, for your generosity with your time to read this masterpiece and share your thoughts. I am greatly blessed by your kindness, attentive ears, and sound counsel, which have shaped and still influence my efforts and impact in the mental health field. For always listening, cheering me on, giving me pieces of godly advice, and providing thoughtful, timely, and overwhelming support. Thank you, Dr. Emmanuel Idoko Omale. I'm grateful for the role you played and still play in my life. My papa and mama, Reverend Joseph Atupo and Mrs. Grace Atupo, thank you for always being eager to listen, counsel, and recommend. Your positive impact, encouragement, and contributions are priceless to me. Thank you for your deep concern, overwhelming support, and encouragement, Reverend Chibo Ibeneme. Thank you, sir, for always giving me room to excel as deeply as I need to with you. I appreciate your doggedness and kindness in giving me the access I needed to thrive. Mr. and Mrs. David Umoha, Sister Tonya Okuche, Stephen Oyewole, and Ikechuku Okeke. I salute you for a conducive work environment, respecting my need for space, your heartfelt prayers, timely refreshments, and kind support. I'm grateful that I have you all in my corner. To Mama Rose Seriabo, thank you for always asking about the progress of the book, giving me the environment and space to soar. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Abajen, for typing the script before I could get my laptop and for editing them gladly. I can't forget your kindness in reviewing and proofreading the script, Mr. Bamanga Aliyu. Thank you. For editing the script, taking pictures, listening and criticizing constructively, praying for me, explaining beliefs, telling stories, encouraging, supporting, and commending my efforts. I want to thank these amazing individuals. Lieutenant Paul Ishaku, Mba Henry, Okoro John Bosco, Registered Nurse Esther Idobia, Chizoba Eze, Ibrahim Malum, John Ode, Engineer Joel Chidioku, and Christabel Edmunia. For saying that's an excuse, I don't want to hear it. Whenever I came up with reasons not to push forward. Thank you, Dr. Emmanuel Etienne. I appreciate your support greatly. Thank you, Ms. Binta, for being my rock of Gibraltar during those times when I was unsure of this path. Thank you for always listening to me. I will always cherish those good old times at Federal Polytechnic Valley, Taraba State. Mrs. Janet, Miss Thomas, my inne. Thank you for teaching me how to love by loving me. Those sweet and interesting experiences with you at that defining stage of my life shaped me. Dear Gideon, thank you for bringing light to my book cover design idea. It's accurate and so beautiful. I felt your commitment and patience, and I appreciate you. To my final editor, Ogenefe Jiro, Onojowo, I felt your dedication to this masterpiece. I felt the admiration in your voice. My heart and face smiled at your commendations. I respect your patience. I am grateful for you and your excellent work. Mr. Emmanuel Olatunji, CEO Chidiba Publishers Limited, thank you for your rare patience and kindness in the past 2 years. You took on the role of a cheerleader and firelighter without me ever having to ask. I deeply appreciate you for this and the excellent work you and your team have done. To my pastor, Reverend Olumuyuwa Omotoyuwa, thank you for listening, counseling, and supporting my dreams. Your wholesome teachings, never tiring listening ears, timely encouragement and kindness every single time continue to shape me, sir. Lastly, but not the least, there were some notes that were not added to this book as at the time it was published. But my amazing friend here on this call, Sarah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
In front of the entire world, I am grateful and I love you. Thank you for agreeing to do this with me. I mean, you've been with me on this for how many hours? 2 hours and 4. But we've been in communication since about this book launch. Yesterday night you showed up despite being tired. There was no light, but you still showed up. I am deeply grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for you.
All of you that are on this call, there are some people that right from the very first day that the flyer for this book launch was created, started sharing the flyer, even without me asking. There was even somebody that got, upset that I did not tell them about the book launch. Because I'm like, how did you know? This person said, I found it on somebody's status, but then the person said, I shared it. So, even people get to the point that I did not invite them. Like, it's so beautiful to see how much people are so supportive of this one. I mean, somebody that does not even care about that will not even be upset that, they did not see the flyer or I did not personally send it to them. And it was after that person said it that it occurred to me that, okay, I'm supposed to be sending private messages to people, and I'm so overwhelmed. Really. Thank you so much. Thank you. Every single person that needed the flyer, like this post that I've been putting in for the past how many months. I'm sure that if people are tired of me on Facebook, correct? There is almost somebody that is close to me that does not know that I have written it. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. I did not even have to ask before people started sharing it. I am grateful. You could have as well taken your eyes off of it and pretended to not see it, but you decided to share. I am grateful. Thank you so much. For those ones that reached out to support me in so many ways, I am grateful. Those ones that sent encouraging words, words of comfort, being there for me, my friends. There are so many. There are so many friends of mine that have been asking, how is it going? Favor, there is favor. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can't even thank you people enough. God bless you richly. Thank you so much. So again, you can find the book on Amazon. I am going to drop the link for you to get the book in the description of this video as soon as we end this live session. I'm also going to put it on the comment section so that you can go on and read it. And please, when you read this book, I am begging you, give me a review. I need to know what you think about this book. Please, thank you. The book is selling on a 20% discount starting from today. I don't know when the discount will end, but I know that it's going to be for so long. So the discount price is 8,000 naira. The discount price is 5,000 naira. The original price is 10,000 naira. So we are selling at 8,000 today. So please try and get a copy of this book. If you are thinking of what you want to give to your friends, your loved ones for Christmas, buy them the notes in their throat. Because that is the book that will educate and entertain them. The knowledge that is in that book, let me not say lot. We've already spent time talking about it, but please try to get the book for your loved ones, for yourself, and try this December, detoxing yourself of so many maybe traumas that you have put in yourself that you didn't realize. Spend
Yeah.
this December trying to heal. So thank you so much. And I should mention that this book is not to replace the or the relevance of a mental health expert. No, this book is written in so motive of creating awareness about mental health, and it is in line with Sustainable Development Goal 3. So please, guys, as you are reading, read it with an open mind, and I hope that you get the lessons from it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Such a phenomenal woman. Manny here said, reflecting on our school days, I often wondered if your quiet demeanor in class was okay. We've already
You already
answered
read
that.
that, yeah.
Yes. Mr. Musa, oh, I'm so sad that you couldn't join. Type the first manuscript when Jubilee didn't have a laptop as far back as 2016. He and his wife, they stepped in and helped to type the story. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. He said, I can add that during her school days, she was highly selective of school activities, people, and a very good time manager. I presume these are attributes of someone who is focused and determined to achieve a course. Exactly. And Manny said, indeed, you are well understood. I extend my gratitude and sincere congratulations on achieving this significant milestone. Thank you so much, Manny. Thank you, Ma Chinwoke Wama. Everybody is happy for you, Jubilee. We are going to support you. Indeed, we are going to get a definitely. Please get the book at a discount for today, 8,000 naira only. She doesn't know when the discount is going to end, so it's best you grab a copy today. She's going to drop the link to the book on Amazon in the comment section. So please don't leave without getting the link to buy your copy, to get a copy for yourself, and also gift your family. Everybody should have this book. Oh, even that your sibling, that your cousin that is still in secondary school that will still write to they need this book. It's a blueprint. And before we go, Miss Jubilee said she learned some lessons when writing this book, from the challenges and from the wins that she got from the book. And one of them is that once you start, don't just be moving, because at the end of the day, everything is just going to work out well. That's number 1 point. And number 2 point is that you should trust your instincts. Trust your instinct always. And number 3 is there is no limit to what you can do. And I think that's the bedrock of this book. Looking at her journey in writing a book for almost 10 years now. There is no limit. Just start. Once you start, nothing can be able to stop you. Put your mind to what you are doing, and you are going to do it very well. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you for the early comers. The early comers that came, my Grace, thank you. Even Gideon, thank you so much. And thank you to the publisher, Mr. Emmanuel, for your insightful speeches, and the editor, Dr. Ejiro. Thank you so much. And also thank you to Mr. Musa that could not join, the typist, the very first typist. We are so grateful to. And thank you to you, Jubilee, for giving us this masterpiece that we can't wait to feast on. Thank you so much for cooking and baking for us. Thank you so much. So everybody, remember to get the link to wait for the link to buy the book on Amazon, and buy it today because of the discounts. I like buying things at discount too, so I'm going to get mine today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow it might be 10,000 naira or even more. So it's best you get it today. You heard it from the horse's mouth. There is a whooping 20% discount on the lump in her throat today, and it's available wherever you are, wherever you in America, in China, in Japan, right? Jubilee is available everywhere. So there is no excuse for you not to get this book for yourself. Don't get and share to people. Get buy for them. Everybody should have their copy. Okay. Thank you everybody for coming, and thank you so much. Please spread the word. Spread the word. Jubilee has written a masterpiece and everybody should read this book. Thank you so much for coming. Catch you on next time. Love you. God bless you.
I know.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Musa. I'm so sorry that you couldn't join us. We're so sorry.
Thank you.
The network did its thing, but thank you still. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Mhm.